I'm very happy to be able to show you some of the new directions that we have with the V-Piano. We're really proud of the sound and sort of the technology that's been evolving over these last about 11 years now. Last year, of course, we came out with the V-Piano in its original state, and now we have some new models. We have 4 new models, and I'm going to play these for you, but before we go into checking out these new models and these new sounds, I want to play a little bit of a piece from the original V-Piano so you can kind of get a reference of the sound in this room. This is from the original vintage Piano 1. I'm going to play like kind of an arrangement of a Chopin waltz. So you get a little bit of an idea of how, thank you. Chopin was a closet jazzer, I think. But you kind of get an idea of how the original V-Piano sounded. It's so musical, and it has a beautiful feel, and it's so even, and it's so smooth when you go through all these different dynamic levels, of course, because there is no velocity switching, there's no samples, it's all modeled. So now I want to switch over and kind of talk about the new things that are happening with the the V-Piano evolution. Now the first thing, of course, it's a COSM-based or it's a based evolving synthesis, and COSM means component object sound modeling. We're able to model all the aspects of the acoustic piano. Of course, we have the pedals, the sound, of course, the hammers, the strings, the way they resonate, the soundboard. All of these elements we can change, and we can sort of manipulate everything and to create an amazing, always evolving path, technology. And we also have the supernatural technology, which is based in like some of the HP pianos and some other things in the piano line. And this is an evolved sampling. So it's basically taking all of the technology and the features that we've done with the V-Piano, and it's putting it into a finite instrument, like an HP. Now, let's talk about the V-Piano evolution. Now, with this, of course, it's always moving forward. V-Piano does not necessarily stand for an instrument. It's a concept. Okay, so it's always moving forward in evolving technology. And of course, with the sound engine, this is always evolving as well. Now we have a smart CPU, which is sort of the brain of the piano, which actually starts to figure out how you're playing it. It starts to understand your like very small dynamics and your large dynamics, your louder dynamics, and it starts to incorporate this, and it does this instantaneously. It's pretty amazing, and we're always moving forward with this kind of thinking, so to make your piano playing experience really incredible. And again, it's all about the sound engine, and it's also the energy that it's being released from the sound. Okay, it's kind of strange at first to kind of get the concept, but once you start playing it, you start to understand that all these real piano acoustic phenomenon things that are happening inside the V-Piano. It's pretty amazing. And now let's talk a little bit about the sound. Now originally there were 24 different piano type sounds in the original V-Piano. Of course, they're all completely flexible. You can create your own piano, create pianos that never existed before, or take models that that have existed before and just customize it to your own particular tastes, making the sweet spot of the piano anywhere that you want. Now, let's talk about the new stuff. Now, for 2010, we have 4 new piano models. Now, the first one is a vertical piano. And this is based on the vintage grand piano sound from the original V-Piano. And what we've done is we've made it a closer sound image. There's a faster decay, all the characteristics and the charm of an upright piano. And this is really nice because you can't really, it's hard to really explain all this charm from an upright piano unless you just really hear the difference. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play you kind of a gypsy, kind of a piano piece. And in the middle of the piece, what I'm going to do is, remember, I can control many different parameters in real time on the V-Piano. So in the middle of the piece, I'm going to detune the piano so it's more of like a salon piano. So it's a small, thank you. It's a really nice, small, charming kind of a character to the piano. And that's the vertical piano. And now remember, I have all of these aspects of tuning, string resonance, hammer hardness. This is all possible. So you can really, really detail it to the exact type of vertical piano that you want. Now the next one is what we call V1 Impactance. And this one has an incredible amount of energy in the sound.